Today, we're back with a fishing scandal update.
We got weights and fish! Get the out of here! Get the out of here!
Now, if you remember, Jacob Runyan and Chase Kaminsky were caught up in one of the biggest fishing scandals to ever happen, and they were basically caught in 4K. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, you can go back and check my previous video, which I have linked in the description below, but today we're going to get straight to the subject and talk about the court sentencing that just recently happened. So, to make a long story short, both of these losers have been accused of cheating multiple times and have failed multiple lie detector tests, and for some reason they still continue to try to cheat. That is until they got caught red-handed, or should I say lead-handed. While both these gentlemen have earned over $100,000 each through tournaments and through sponsorships, living the sponsored life, and winning boats, they still did not find enough value in any of that and had to cheat in this walleye tournament in Lake Erie back in 2022. Now, in October or November of that year, they were actually sentenced and put on trial, where they went ahead and pleaded not guilty until recently when they had their court date. Now, once again, even though these guys have won over $100,000 each and even have a $100,000 boat that they have won and the money that they get from their sponsors, once again, they decided to cheat in Lake Erie's walleye tournament and were busted basically red-handed at the weigh-in. Now, Jacob Runyan and Chase Kaminsky's official court date was March 27th, and they pleaded guilty to a plea deal. Now, after taking this plea deal, the two will only have to face a multiple-year suspension for their fishing license, and then once again return that $100,000 boat that they were actually gifted, which seems pretty irate to me. They basically got away with a slap on the hands, and I didn't really even see anything in here as far as fines that they'll be paying or any sort of time in jail. I did read in this actual article that it says they have to behave or then their actual probationary period will be revoked, but as far as what I'm reading through and seeing here right now, there's not really a lot that these guys are going to be dealing with other than the fact that they're losing their livelihood and they are now losing their boat. So in the long run, I don't think anybody needs to be going to jail to kind of learn their lesson, especially when stuff like this happens. It's very unfortunate. This is just my opinion though. But you know, the fishermen need to go to jail for cheating? Probably not. But do I think that these fines should be elevated? Definitely so. I think that they need to be paying some money. I think that they need to be doing some community service. I think that they need to not only be suspended from fishing, but probably indefinitely suspended from fishing and tournaments, because in the long run, if you allow this kind of stuff to happen now, then in the future, it's just going to continue. But relaying back into that, this is honestly the most outcome we've ever seen as far as cheaters receiving in a fishing tournament that have been caught. Previously, most of the time, you can't actually prove that they were cheating, or for some reason they get away with just a slap on the wrist, they don't allow them to compete, or they just have to pay a slight fine. But in this case, these two gentlemen not only were caught in 4K, but they were caught multiple times, and basically everybody was tired of it. And it seems like the fishing industry wanted to make an example of these two gentlemen, and they somewhat did. So I will accept that matter. But with that being said, guys, I don't need to take up any more of your time. You now know that Jacob Runyan and Chase Kaminsky have pleaded guilty to a plea deal and will be basically walking away with a slap on the wrist and returning a $100,000 boat that they never paid for in the first place. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this whole situation, about this whole scandal, about this whole incident, and about the actual, I guess, ending of this whole story, because we basically won't hear any more about the situation from here on out, which is, I don't know what to think about that. It's kind of upsetting because I did want more to happen, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is, and we'll just go ahead and keep moving on from here.